Okay, so in our next example, we want to determine whether a number is even or odd. Odd. So mostly we can easily determine this by examining the last digit of the number. So for if your digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, so you can readily state that the number is even. But how can your computer determine that? Okay, so an easier way for a computer to determine whether a particular number is even or odd is by checking if it is divisible by 2. So if it is the number is even, else it is an odd number, not an odd. Okay, so recall in our previous lecture that your modulus operator or your remainder operator is used to compute the remainder. So let's put it into code in C. Okay. Oops. Let's try writing that one. So again, let's write a comment. Code to determine whether a number is odd or even. So, okay, again, let's not forget our prepossessor directive. Okay, and then we have your int main. Okay, and now let's enter return 0. Return 0. Okay, so we prompt the user to enter a number. Okay, so printf, enter a number. Okay. And then, oops, we have not declared our variable first. So let's say we have int num also. And then now we will scan the number that was entered by the user. So on the first argument, we add %t because our number is integer. And then we store it to your num variable. Okay. Now, let's have a condition that checks whether your number is positive. Whether your number is odd or even. So what we will do is check whether the number is divisible by 2. So if it is divisible by 2, we will use the, if it is divisible by 2, then it is even. If not, then add odd. So what we can do is to use your modulo operator. If your num %2 or your remainder is equal to 0. So what we are doing here is checking if checking for the remainder. So we divide the num by 2, and if the remainder is equal to 0, then we print the number is even. Else, if this one is false, then it will print the number is odd. Okay, so let's check. So x1, of course, we have to compile it first. X1, odd, even. So let's see. Okay, so there are no errors. So let us execute. So, okay, so let's try to enter a number 13. So it prints that your number is odd. So this 13, remainder 2, it is 1. So meaning this one is false. So it will execute your block statement. So, and then if we enter, let's say an even number, 14. So yes, since this is true, the remainder is 0. So it will print the number is even. Okay.